I joined our other partners who have been responsible for organising this event in our welcoming here. For those of you coming here from abroad, I joined partners in welcoming you to the beautiful island of Hispaniola, to the beautiful country of the Dominican Republic, and the beautiful city of beautiful but vulnerable. We welcome you to one of the most vulnerable countries on earth, in one of the most vulnerable regions on earth, vulnerable to the damage and the potential catastrophe that climate change could reach, here in particular, but in many places across the world. These are very difficult times for international climate policy. I've been here from China, where I observed, having participated in negotiations for many years, now with my role to observe them, where I observed that there was really very little to be pleased with and a great deal to be modest about. The spirit of compromise in the negotiations seems for the moment to have deserted partisans. And these difficult times of the carbon market as well, I think those of us who live in and with the problems of the carbon market are still trying to cope with the knowledge that the United States will not be joining us for a little bit longer. So I don't underestimate these difficulties, but I don't think that they should be exaggerated either. I think it's a question of perspective. If you look at it from a top-down perspective, then the future looks fairly grim. But if you look at it from a bottom-up perspective, then I think you can't fail to be impressed by the enormous number of actions and the enormous amount of grassroots activity aimed at taking responsibility and doing something about climate change from an adaptation perspective, from a mitigation perspective, and for taking action, even in the absence of action at the highest level. We see new projects around the world, we see new ideas, new depth of understanding, new developments in the clean development mechanism, maybe new systems for offsetting projects as well. These can live alongside the CDM, if that's what we have to do. I believe it gets a very short forecast, but I know that I come into a gathering which has already got going over the last few days through the medium of the discussions of the designated national authorities, and already I can feel that enthusiasm, that comradeship, and that search for new ideas which distinguishes people who participate in and are enthusiastic about the carbon market. Here in San Francisco we have a gathering of private sector and public sector enthusiasts. And I think it's proud to be among those. That's what we do. We are a grouping of private companies who for the past 10 years have tried to promote the idea of carbon trading, have tried to promote the idea that carbon needs a price if carbon is to be controlled and if climate change is to be tamed. We demonstrate commitment, and I see commitment around us all through the exhibition here and through the activities and debates that there have been. We must succeed in pricing carbon. We must succeed in changing the world's economy by pricing carbon. That's hard. It's very hard, and the engineers reminds us just how hard it is to one level. But we can create a new market, we can incentivize the reduction of carbon, and we need to remember at all times that we're doing this for a purpose, and the purpose is to avoid the worst of the damage, the worst of the wreckage that could be created if we do not actually transform the world economy, to identify carbon, to price it, and to reduce it. We are working to make sure that this beautiful land can remain beautiful, and this region can remain beautiful as well. If we work hard, if we stay focused, we can do it, because we must succeed. and this event, the event hallway, is not the